This video tutorial will introduce you to the new Brand Ambassadors Calendar. This calendar allows you to track and visualize your market visits to help coordinate events and schedules. To view the new Brand Ambassadors Calendar, click on the new Brand Ambassadors icon on the left hand of the screen. You are now taken to the main page. From here, there are several tools available to help you create new visits, create new events, and then view them against a calendar to help keep track of when and where you are at any point in time. Let's start with this top list. This is a master list of all of the visits that have been added to the system. So if we look, we can see at the top is the visit name, underneath is the brand ambassador name, and then to the left is the duration of the visit. We can view this list against a calendar by clicking on the calendar button right up here. We can now see visits represented by these blue lines. The blue shows the duration of the visit, as well as we can see the name of the visit and the brand ambassador. To view other months, simply click on the triangles to scroll through the calendar. Use the search box and right sidebar filters to target specific visits. So this is great if you want to search for just your own calendar, so you can find your name in this list, as well as certain markets, brands, and more. So let's take an example where we want to view the calendar for just one brand ambassador. So if we scroll through the list until we find the name, I'm going to use Daniel as an example. We can now view just Daniel's calendar. So this is a great way for you to keep track of where you are at any point in time, as well as keep track of where other brand ambassadors are to help try and coordinate schedules. But let's go back to the list because this is the most detailed version. From here, we can export any of this information by clicking on Export, as well as add new visits to this list by clicking on New Visit. So let's do that. If I click on New Visit, all you have to do is give your visit a name. So let's say that I'm going to be in Chicago for this example. You can give it a time. And by default, your name is added to employee. However, you can change this name by scrolling through the list, but usually this will be your own since you're creating the visit. You can also give it a description, and then click Create, and you've now created a new visit. From here, you're automatically taken to the Visit Details page. So we can see at the top, here's the name that I created, the duration, my name, and description. You can edit this information by clicking on Edit, or you can remove by clicking on Remove. Next is Events. This is important because from here you can create events for your visits. So to do this, click on Create, and just like creating events in the other section in Brandscopic in Events, it's the same pop-up. You can choose your campaign, start date, time, end date, end time, and then the location. So I'm going to choose the Barrel House. You can give it a description and click Create. And I've now created an event for my visit. So now you'll see this automatically takes you to the event section in Brandscopic. So all events that you create are still housed in the event section. You can just now also create events directly from your brand ambassador's calendar. But let's go back to the brand ambassador's calendar so we can finish walking through. Once we go back, I want to show you how we can now find that same visit that we created. So I'm going to use this right sidebar again. So I'm going to search directly because I know it's mine. So I'm going to search for my name. We can now see my visits. So if I click on my visit that I just created, we now see that my event has also been added. You can continue to add more events by clicking on Create, as well as edit this event or remove. Finally, the last thing you can do in the Visit Details page is upload documents. So for example, this is a great place to upload travel itinerary. If you click on Upload, You can browse for files directly from your computer. You can also create folders to organize your different documents. So let's say that I want to create a travel folder. Here I can keep track of all my different travel itineraries or tickets. So this was the visit details page. Let's go back to the main page. The last thing that I want to show you is the document center at the bottom. So we just took a look at the documents for your specific visit, but this section is documents for everyone. So this covers all the different brand ambassadors and visits. We can see that an account list folder, organizational chart, and more have already been added. You can view any of the documents within these folders by clicking on the folder icon and continuing to click through the folders until you view the document. From here you can open. You can also go back to the main list by clicking on Documents. You can upload your own documents by clicking on Upload, as well as create your own folders by clicking on New Folder. This was an overview of the new Brand Ambassadors calendar. For more information on Brandscopic, please visit our support website at support.brandscopic.com.